Welcome to Norte Vista's boys' locker room. The door actually is in pretty good shape. After that, we might be in trouble. The first thing I'd like to point out is our CIF victory with honor, which we appreciate, but the wall is starting to fall apart, as well as our ceiling in here. It leaks during the rainy season. This is our meeting room with kids, and it's now off limits, unfortunately. The wall over there is even decomposing worse, and the ceiling leaked so severely. So it's like having our own little sunroof in the locker room. And we painted the locker room wall for the kids to have some pride and stuff. But if you look at it, we stopped painting it because it's all peeling off. I'm gonna try not to fall off. But if you see this bench, it'll fall back and forth. And if I sit on one end too much, it's gonna flip. And I don't wanna fall off because, well, heck, I'm just getting older. If you look at our lockers, I had a father come in and we started welding these things because the locking mechanism necessarily wasn't always working. We've lost the door to the locker rooms because, again, these lockers are about 20 years old. If you go into our restroom, well, I really don't like to. It doesn't work very well. We have one stall and a couple urinals, and then they made this a storage area, and you can see it's kind of beat up and trashed. You can see more lockers that are damaged just through time, and when they rebuilt our school 20 years ago, somehow they cut off the ventilation system. So we get no air conditioning. And we're in Riverside, so it gets to be, 100, 105 in the summer, but it's still a tough place for us to work. If anything you can do to help us, we'd greatly appreciate it. I've had the great fortune of being at the same school for 26 years. According to Fox Sports, I'm now in the top 5 in the state for longevity at one school. And it's not necessarily because of the great financial support. It's more of, I feel a need to help the kids. We have a lot of hardworking families here. Initially, it was definitely a middle-class community. It's turned into more of a low-income community. I think we're 90+% on free and reduced lunch. A lot of these kids are from single-parent homes, so when the kids come here, it really is a second home. Winning league titles is nice, going to the CF championship is great, but when you see kids successful 20 years later, 10 years later, it's really neat when you guys come back and they're teachers. Some actually coach football with me now. We have 3 doctors now, and we have a couple sergeants on the police force. In Riverside, we have a fire captain who played football here 20 years ago. So I think when you measure the success of a program, yeah, we've won 200 games in 26 years, but we've also made a lot of positive members of our community. I know everybody needs help financially. I think we're pretty low as there is, but I think the kids are the most important thing, and that's why we're here.